Hello everyone, in today's video we'll learn about the motion subblocks. So what is a motion code block? Motion code blocks, it helps with the movement of the sprites, rotation of the sprites, going to a certain direction, following the mouse pointer. It helps with placement of a block anywhere in the project space. You can have a random position of a sprite, you can move to a specific position with the go to block or follow the mouse pointer. You can also change the location of a sprite based on a specific XY coordinates. These are the various subblocks of the event code blocks. I'll just pause for a second so that you can go through each of them. And in today's video, we will make small codes using each of these subblocks. This is what our project screen is going to look like. So let's get started. Alright, so let's get started with the motions block first. So as you could see, you can look at the motions code block by clicking on motion, and it has different options. So essentially each of this code block gets applied on our sprite. For now, for our experiment today, we'll still keep the cat sprite without any background. If you want to change a background, you can, as clicking on this choose a backdrop, but for now let's just keep a plain white background. So what are the different blocks available? So before we get started, as we know, we'll just for now always use when the flag click block, and then we go back to the motions block. We'll approach the first block, which is move 10 steps. So now if we keep our sprite here and we click, essentially it makes the sprite move 10 steps. So if I keep clicking, it will keep moving 10 steps, and it will just go towards the right side on the x-axis for every time. So if you keep, and you can change the value on the steps. Let's say we say move 100 steps whenever it clicks. So yeah, you see the cat is now jumping quite a lot. So that was about the move block. Now let's take this out, and we take this block called turn clockwise 15 degrees. It's clockwise, as you can see from the arrow. The clock moves this way, so that's why it's called a clockwise block. So if you do this, essentially what the cat would do, it will start turning that much degrees. As you know, in a circle there are 360 degrees. So if you want to just flip it over, you can say 180 degrees and the cat would just flip over, right? Pretty cool, huh? That was the functionality of this turn block. And the other one is like turn anti-clockwise. So in this case, let's again put 180 degrees. For example, you'll see cat will kind of flip over 180 degrees every time we do that. Now we're just learning these basic blocks so that we know what each block does before we start going into the advanced coding. Now the next block, which is like the go to block, that's another interesting block. So for now it says go to random position. So let's say if we click it, the cat will just move all across this whole project space, which is defined by this match, and it will just keep going to different random positions whenever you click it. Now there are other options, like where you can say instead of going to random position, go towards the mouse pointer. So our mouse right now is here, so it's pointing towards this side. Now to make it a little bit more effective, what I can for now just I can use is like forever block, just to show that how this go to mouse pointer is working. So I'll just click the flag. Now you see it is just following my mouse. So this is another interesting block, which will be helpful whenever we do further advanced coding. So it's just following my mouse pointer. Pretty cool. Let's stop this code. Let's take this all out. Let's go back to the motion. So next one is the go to block. This is another interesting block. So let's say our sprite right now is at x minus 161, y minus 40, and you can always get these coordinates by just putting the sprite wherever you want. So now it is x minus 146, y 26. Now if we want that our sprite comes down right here whenever we click the flag, so this location let's say is x minus 8, y minus 16. So we just need to key in those coordinates, x minus 8, y minus 16, and let's just put the sprite anywhere in the picture. It will just come right there. So it doesn't do it again because it's already there. So yeah, keep it anywhere in the program and then just execute the flag. It will come right there. Pretty cool. All right, let's go to glide. So glide, it says every time it just glides every 1 second to a random position. So you see this, it takes 1 second to get to that position. So this is very effective when you want to show some kind of a flying effect or you want to show a jumping effect. Now basically in the previous one, the sprite started from here, it ended up here, and it took 1 second to do that. Now if you want to make it a little faster, you can put it lower than 1. Maybe let's put 0.3. and you'll see it will move pretty fast. And if you want to slow it down, you can always add more seconds, so it will take more time towards gliding it. So these are all very good blocks, which will help us when we'll be coding the bigger programs. The next block is glide x seconds or 1 seconds to a specific coordinate. So let's say we always want our sprite to end up here, so that is x 199, let's put that, and y 36, as you could see from here, so we'll put y 36. Now let's keep our sprite randomly anywhere and then click it, so it will just glide there. The difference between go to and glide is, in glide you could see that it is going towards that place slowly, and you can always increase or decrease the speed by changing the seconds. Whereas in go to, it just appears there immediately. Alright, so the next one is point in direction. So it says point in direction 90. So basically this is like the 90 degrees. Now if we want to change it to, let's say it always points down here, whenever I click, it starts pointing down there. Now that's 180 degree. Now this is minus 90 degree, so it will start pointing here. And then if you want to point up, that's 0 degree. It will always point up. Pretty cool. So let's see, let's make it back to 90 degree. All right. Next one is point towards the mouse pointer. So again, for this, let me take a forever block so that you could see that it will always point wherever my mouse is. It is not moving towards my mouse, but it is just following wherever my mouse is going. As you see, if I make it left, it starts going left. If I make it right, it starts going right. Okay, let me take this all out, and then let's go to change x by 10. That's another interesting one. So if, let's say, your sprite started from here and we want to make her move on the x-axis towards the right side, it will go slowly. If you see right now it's facing towards up, so it's like that, but essentially it is moving in the x direction, as you could see. And you can always change it by 100 or more, whatever you want to do that. This is very useful when you want to have some kind of a flying effect. So like, for example, you want to take a bird and make it fly, so you can use change x by this, change y by this, and it will appear as if it's flying. So let's reduce the x by 10, and you would see a flying effect that whenever you click, it starts flying up north. Pretty nice. Now let's the set x to and set y to is this. So here basically whenever we click them, it just sets these coordinates, and then you can just tell that, okay, glide it to that much part. So let's say if cat was here, it will now glide to that. So here, instead of changing the variable, you can just mention the variable here, and it is useful because when we are doing programming, we can assign variables to this. So as you could see, it will always glide towards that location. All right, and this last one is also, or second to last, is like if on edge bounce. That's another nice one. So if we use this with a, let's say, go to random block, pretty cool. So we do that, and whenever it reaches an edge, and we can see that effect using a forever block. So we say forever, go to a random position. Oops, it needs to go here, random needs to go here, and whenever it reaches the edge of the block, it starts jumping, as you could see. So whenever it reaches any edge, it will just jump off there. Pretty nice. All right, let's go to the last block in motion, and that is set rotation style, left right or right left. So basically what this does is it will just say left and then right, or we can just say don't rotate at all. And the next one is all around. So here it can rotate completely whenever we go for a rotation. All right, I think that's all for today. These another three blocks probably are x position, y position, and direction, which are just coordinates which you want to see. So whenever a sprite changes or moves place, you will see these sprite positions and direction changing in the project window. These will be useful. We can use it for maybe, let's say, coordinates while playing a game or some other things. Alright, that's all for today then for the motions code block. Do watch out my next video for looks, and I'll have each video for each of those code blocks: looks, sounds, events, control, etc. Alright, signing off now. Hope you like my videos. Please do drop in a comment, or do reach back to me on my email learnscratchlearn@gmail.com. Look forward to your comments and feedback. Thank you. Thanks everyone for watching this video. Hope you enjoyed the video and learned something new. I look forward to your feedback, comments, and questions. You can reach out to me at learnscratchlearn@gmail.com or visit our website https://learnscratchlearn.wordpress.com. Please do check out the disclaimer posted on our website at https://learnscratchlearn.wordpress.com/disclaimer-note. Now, this is the disclaimer. I'll just read it for you. We are doing our best to prepare the content of this website. However, Learn Scratch Learn cannot guarantee the expressions and suggestions of the contents as well as its accuracy. In addition, to the extent permitted by the law, Learn Scratch Learn shall not be responsible for any losses and/or damages due to the usage of this information on our website. Our disclaimer was generated with the help of the disclaimer template generator and the disclaimer generator. By using our website and YouTube channel, you hereby consent to our disclaimer and agree to its terms. The links contained on our website may lead to external sites which are provided for convenience only. Any information or statements that appear in these sites are not sponsored, endorsed, or otherwise approved by Learn Scratch Learn. For these external sites, Learn Scratch Learn cannot be held liable for the availability of or the content located on or through it, plus any losses or damages occurred from using these contents or the internet generally. Under no circumstances will Learn Scratch Learn be responsible or liable in any way for any content, including but not limited to any errors or omissions in the content, or for any loss or damage of any kind incurred as a result of any content communicated on this YouTube page, whether by Learn Scratch Learn or a third party. In no event shall Learn Scratch Learn be liable for any special, indirect, or consequential damages, or any damages whatsoever resulting from loss of use, data, or profits arising out of or in connection with the availability, use, of performance of any information communicated on this YouTube page, channel, videos, or blog. Visitors to this YouTube page may post videos and opinions in reaction to our videos. Any contents, views, opinions, and/or responses of questions uploaded, expressed, or submitted by the creators, sponsors, or advertisers of YouTube, including its web pages, message boards, and groups, or otherwise communicated through it, other than the content provided by the Learn Scratch Learn, are solely the views, opinions, and responsibility of the person submitting them, and do not necessarily reflect the opinion of Learn Scratch Learn. Learn Scratch Learn is not responsible or liable for the content that third-party publishers post, upload, distribute, disseminate, or otherwise transmit via YouTube. Thank you.